GED Science graphs and tables. Question 1. Which atomic particle has no electric charge and is found in the nucleus? Option A, proton. Option B, electron. Option C, neutron. Option D, positron. The correct answer is option C, neutron. A neutron has no electric charge and is located in the atomic nucleus. Protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged outside the nucleus, and positrons are positively charged antiparticles. Question 2. According to Ohm's law, if voltage increases while resistance stays the same, what happens to current? Option A, current decreases. Option B, current increases. Option C, current stays the same. Option D, current becomes zero. The correct answer is option B, current increases. Ohm's law states that current equals voltage divided by resistance, so increasing voltage increases current when resistance stays constant. Current would not decrease, stay the same, or become zero unless the voltage or circuit conditions changed differently. Question 3. Why does a dying star with a high mass often end its life as a supernova? Option A. It runs out of fuel and collapses under its own gravity, then rebounds violently. Option B. It slowly fades away like a candle. Option C. It turns into a black hole without explosion. Option D. It never explodes. The correct answer is option A. It runs out of fuel and collapses under its own gravity, then rebounds violently. A high-mass star can collapse under its own gravity after running out of fuel and then explode outward as a supernova. Slowly fading is more typical of lower-mass stars. A black hole can form after the explosion, and high-mass stars do not simply avoid exploding in this process. Question 4. Which human activity is the largest contributor to the increase of atmospheric carbon dioxide since the Industrial Revolution? Option A, deforestation. Option B, volcanic eruptions. Option C, burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, natural gas. Option D, rice cultivation. The correct answer is option C, burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, natural gas. Burning fossil fuels has been the largest human source of added atmospheric carbon dioxide since industrialization. Deforestation also contributes, but volcanoes are not the main human source, and rice cultivation is more associated with methane than carbon dioxide. Question 5. How does the enzyme lactase help people digest milk? Option A. It breaks down the sugar lactose into glucose and galactose. Option B. It curdles milk into yogurt. Option C. It kills bacteria in milk. Option D. It adds sweetness to milk. The correct answer is option A. It breaks down the sugar lactose into glucose and galactose. Lactase breaks the milk sugar lactose into glucose and galactose so it can be absorbed. It does not curdle milk into yogurt, kill bacteria in milk, or add sweetness directly to milk. Question 6. Which type of wave is a sound wave, mechanical versus electromagnetic? Option A, electromagnetic. Option B, mechanical, requires a medium. Option C, transverse only. Option D, light-like. The correct answer is option B, mechanical, requires a medium. Sound is a mechanical wave because it requires matter such as air, water, or a solid to travel through. Electromagnetic waves can travel through a vacuum. Sound is not transverse only, and it is not light-like in how it moves. Question 7. Why does a hot air balloon rise? Option A. The air inside the balloon is heavier than the outside air. Option B. The heated air inside the balloon is less dense than the cooler air outside, providing buoyancy. Option C. The burner pushes the balloon upward. Option D. The balloon fabric is lighter than air. The correct answer is option B. The heated air inside the balloon is less dense than the cooler air outside, providing buoyancy. A hot air balloon rises because the heated air inside is less dense than the cooler outside air, creating buoyancy. The inside air is not heavier, the burner heats the air rather than pushing the balloon up, and the fabric alone is not lighter than air enough to lift it. Question 8. Which part of a plant cell is rigid and provides structural support, made primarily of cellulose? Option A. Cell membrane. Option B. Cell wall. Option C. Chloroplast. Option D. Vacuole. The correct answer is option B. Cell wall. The plant cell wall is a rigid structure made mostly of cellulose that supports and protects the cell. The cell membrane is flexible, chloroplasts perform photosynthesis, and the vacuole mainly stores water and other materials. Question 9. How does a lunar eclipse differ in visibility from a solar eclipse? Option A. A lunar eclipse is visible only from a small path, a solar eclipse is visible from anywhere on Earth. Option B. A lunar eclipse can be seen from anywhere on the night side of Earth, a solar eclipse is visible only from a narrow path. Option C. Both are visible globally. Option D. Only lunar eclipses occur at night. The correct answer is option B. A lunar eclipse can be seen from anywhere on the night side of Earth, a solar eclipse is visible only from a narrow path. A lunar eclipse can be seen from much of the night side of Earth because Earth's shadow falls on the Moon. A solar eclipse is visible only along a narrower path, so the reverse statement and the idea that both are global are incorrect. Question 10. Which type of chemical bond forms when one atom donates electrons to another, creating oppositely charged ions? Option A. Covalent bond. Option B. Metallic bond. Option C. Ionic bond. Option D. Hydrogen bond. The correct answer is option C. Ionic bond. An ionic bond forms when electrons are transferred and oppositely charged ions attract each other. Covalent bonds involve sharing electrons, metallic bonds involve mobile electrons in metals, and hydrogen bonds are weaker attractions between molecules or polar parts of molecules. Question 11. Why do athletes sometimes train at high altitudes? Option A. To increase muscle mass. Option B. To force their bodies to produce more red blood cells to compensate for lower oxygen. Option C. To reduce their heart rate permanently. Option D. To lose weight faster. The correct answer is option B. To force their bodies to produce more red blood cells to compensate for lower oxygen. High-altitude training can stimulate the body to make more red blood cells because oxygen levels are lower. It is not mainly for building muscle mass, permanently lowering heart rate, or causing faster weight loss. Question 12. Which ecological level includes all living organisms and their physical environment in a large area? Option A. Population. Option B. Community. Option C. Ecosystem. Option D. Biosphere. The correct answer is option C. Ecosystem. An ecosystem includes living organisms and the non-living physical environment in which they interact. A population is one species, a community includes living organisms only, and the biosphere refers to all ecosystems on Earth. Question 13. How does a refrigerator transfer heat from its cold interior to the warmer room? Option A. By creating cold air inside. Option B. By using a refrigerant that evaporates inside, absorbing heat. and condenses outside, releasing heat. Option C. By blowing cold air out the back. Option D. By using ice packs. The correct answer is option B. By using a refrigerant that evaporates inside, absorbing heat, and condenses outside, releasing heat. A refrigerator uses refrigerant that evaporates inside to absorb heat and condenses outside to release that heat into the room. It does not create cold air from nothing, blow cold air out the back, or operate mainly by using ice packs. Question 14. Which vitamin is produced by the human skin when exposed to sunlight? Option A vitamin C. Option B vitamin B12. Option C vitamin D. Option D vitamin A. The correct answer is option C. Vitamin D. Human skin produces vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Vitamin C, B12, and A are not produced by skin through sunlight exposure in the same way. Question 15. Why does adding salt to water raise its boiling point? Option A salt particles interfere with water molecules escaping as vapor, requiring more energy. Option B salt heats up the water. Option C salt lowers the specific heat of water. Option D salt creates a chemical reaction. The correct answer is option A. Salt particles interfere with water molecules escaping as vapor, requiring more energy. Dissolved salt particles make it harder for water molecules to escape as vapor, so more energy is needed to boil the solution. Salt does not heat the water by itself, lowering specific heat is not the main explanation, and no new substance-forming reaction is required. Question 16. Which type of genetic mutation involves a change in a single nucleotide base? Option A chromosomal deletion. Option B point mutation. Option C translocation. Option D duplication. The correct answer is option B. Point mutation. A point mutation changes a single nucleotide base in DNA. Chromosomal deletion, translocation, and duplication are larger-scale changes involving bigger chromosome segments. Question 17. How does a generator produce electricity? Option A. By chemical reactions inside a battery. Option B. By rotating a coil of wire in a magnetic field, electromagnetic induction. Option C. By burning fuel directly. Option D. By splitting atoms. The correct answer is option B. By rotating a coil of wire in a magnetic field, electromagnetic induction. A generator produces electricity through electromagnetic induction when a coil or conductor moves through a magnetic field. Chemical reactions are the basis of batteries. Burning fuel may power a turbine but is not the generator action itself, and splitting atoms is nuclear energy production. Question 18. Which layer of the Earth is composed of molten, liquid, iron and nickel and is responsible for generating Earth's magnetic field? Option A inner core. Option B outer core. Option C mantle. Option D crust. The correct answer is option B. Outer core. Earth's liquid outer core is made largely of molten iron and nickel and helps generate the magnetic field. The inner core is solid, the mantle is rocky, and the crust is the thin outer layer. Question 19. Why do plants grow toward a light source, phototropism? Option A. They need light to see. Option B. The plant hormone auxin accumulates on the shaded side, causing cells to elongate and bend toward light. Option C. Leaves are heavier on one side. Option D. Gravity pulls them toward light. The correct answer is option B. The plant hormone auxin accumulates on the shaded side, causing cells to elongate and bend toward light. In phototropism, auxin builds up on the shaded side of a plant stem and causes those cells to elongate, bending the plant toward light. Plants do not need light to see, leaf weight is not the cause, and gravity does not pull plants toward light. Question 20. Which type of animal symmetry means the body can be divided into mirror image halves by only one plane? Option A, radial symmetry. Option B, asymmetry. Option C, bilateral symmetry. Option D, spherical symmetry. The correct answer is option C. Bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means the body can be divided into matching left and right halves by one plane. Radial symmetry has many possible planes, asymmetry has no mirror plane, and spherical symmetry is not the typical animal body pattern described here.